Get to move over permanently when she comes.
Yes.
She gets the junior seat.
That's right.
Yep.
She'll be the freshman. Means I can boss her around.
I think she's tired of us already.
I don't think anyone's ever.
I can hear you.
President Bach, I show 1 p.m. 101.
So do I.
Okay,
Thank you.
you're welcome.
I've been informed that both of our recording systems are operational. My name is Frank Bach, and I serve as the president of the Board of City Service Commissioners. The first item on today's agenda is a call to order. This May 20th meeting of the board is called to order. The next item is the roll call. Will the executive secretary please call the roll?
President Bach,
Present.
President Miller,
Present.
Commissioner Smith,
Present.
Commissioner Cleary.
Present.
We do have quorum.
Thank you. Next item, please.
Agenda item file 250206, communication for the approval of the May 6, 2025 meeting minutes.
Do commissioners have any comments or questions regarding the proposed minutes?
No.
The second. It's been moved and seconded to approve the proposed minutes of the May 6th meeting as submitted. I'll poll the commissioners. Commissioner Miller.
Yes.
Commissioner Smith.
Yes.
Commissioner Cleary.
Yes.
The minutes are approved as submitted. Next item.
Agenda item number 4, file 250207, communication for the approval of the classification reports as submitted.
Afternoon, Commissioners. Sarah Sinsky of Compensation Services. We have 2 reports for you today. The first report is a classification request for 1 new position and an underfilled title based off of duties and responsibilities. This report recommends classifying this new position as a time tracking lead and placing it in pay range 2KX. Furthermore, this report recommends classifying the underfilled title as a time tracking specialist and placing it in pay range 2IN. The second report requests to repurpose 1 vacant position of ERS Business Operations Analyst and pay range 1HX. Based off of comparisons to comparable titles within the city, this report recommends repurposing that 1 vacant position of ERS Business Operations Analyst as an ERS Human Resources Administrator in pay range 1IX with a recruitment rate of 98,272. I would be happy to answer any questions that you may have.
Commissioners, do you have any questions or comments regarding the reports?
No.
I move that we grant approval.
I second.
It's been moved and seconded to approve the reports as submitted. I'll poll the commissioners. Commissioner Miller.
Yes.
Commissioner Smith.
Yes.
Commissioner Cleary.
Yes.
The reports are approved as submitted. The next item concerns recommendations regarding probationary periods for reclassified positions. However, today, the reclassified positions include a new and a vacant position. There are no staff recommendations regarding probationary periods. No commission action is necessary. Next item, please.
Thank you.
Agenda item number 6, file 250209, communication from the Department of Employee Relations to extend a temporary appointment for Jordy Wingers, Assistant Accounting Manager, for it's actually a correction to 3 months from May 25th, 2025 through August 25th, 2025. This is the second extension request.
Prior to the meeting, we received a letter from Molly King, Employee Benefits Director. She explained that Ms. Wingers took on additional duties when the business finance manager retired and continues to perform those duties while the new incumbent is being trained. There was a temporary appointment paperwork, job description, and Ms. Wingers' resume. Do commissioners have any comments or questions?
No.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded to approve the request to extend this temporary appointment. I'll poll the commissioners. Commissioner Miller.
Yes.
Commissioner Smith.
Yes.
Commissioner Cleary.
Yes.
The request is approved. Next item.
Agenda item number 7, file 250210, communication from the Office of the City Attorney to extend the temporary appointment of Aniva M. Canada, Business Systems Coordinator for 6 months from June 28 to 2025 through December 20th, 2025. This is the first extension request, and this item is being we would request that this item is referred to the next meeting.
Commissioners, any problem with that?
No.
No.
This item will then be laid over to our next meeting.
Thank you.
Next item, please.
Agenda item number 8, file 250108, communication from the Department of Employee Relations regarding the rejection of application for Rafael Gomez for the position of yard attendant.
Is Mr. Gomez with us virtually?
Yes, sir.
We handle these kind of appeals informally. We do not swear in witnesses or have a court reporter. Staff reports that Mr. Gomez filed a timely appeal and he did meet the minimum qualifications for the position. Prior to the meeting, the commissioners received a copy of the March 7th rejection letter to Mr. Gomez. He was informed his application was placed on hold pending a legal determination on charges against him. In addition to that rejection letter, we received the yard attendant job announcement sheet, a state of Wisconsin Rafael versus Rafael Gomez regarding the offense on 9/24 of 2024. We received a criminal complaint regarding a 9/24/2024 incident, criminal court record listing actions taken in regards to that 9/24/24 case. We also received Milwaukee County versus Mr. Gomez, a report that he was found guilty of a Class B misdemeanor of disorderly conduct, parentheses, domestic violence, close parentheses, on March 15th of 2020, and a criminal complaint regarding the incident on March 15th, 2020. In this type of hearing, we asked the Department of Employee Relations to go first, explain why they made their decision regarding Mr. Gomez. Commissioners may have questions for staff. Then we'll hear from Mr. Gomez. Commissioners may have questions for him. Finally, the commission will discuss this matter in open session. After those discussions, commissioners will decide whether to grant or deny the appeal. We'll now hear from DER staff regarding the rejection.
Good afternoon, Commissioners. Kristen Hennessy, Urban Staffing Services Manager. I am going to defer to Jamie Heber, who is here to talk, to discuss this case. But I would like to point out to the Commissioners that the rejection was only based upon the offenses of September 24th, 2024.
Right.
So from there, I will turn it over to Ms. Heber, or HR representative.
Thank you, Ms. Urban. Hello, Commissioners. Jamie Heber, Human Resource Representative for the Department of Employee Relations Staffing Division. The Department of Employee Relations Staffing Division announced the position of yard attendant as an open and competitive selection process on December 18th, 2024. Mr. Gomez applied, met the minimum requirements, and passed the written exam for this position. While Mr. Gomez met both minimum requirements for the yard attendant position, his application was rejected based on his pending charges, which are as follows: 2 felony I charges for misconduct in a public office, and 1 felony I charge for abuse of a resident in a penal facility. Please note, Commissioners, that since these are charges, there is no disposition, and should the court dismiss the charges or find him not guilty, Mr. Gomez can inform DER of the court's results, and his name would be added to the eligible list. According to the Wisconsin court documents, on September 24th, 2024, while Mr. Gomez was a correctional sergeant employed at the Milwaukee County Jail, he allegedly engaged in excessive use of force against an adult male inmate by punching him in the face, spraying pepper spray in his face, striking him with the pepper spray canister in the face, pulling on his dreadlocks, rubbing pepper spray that had been already deployed into his eyes while the inmate was handcuffed and initially secured to a bench. Additionally, Mr. Gomez allegedly falsified reports about the incidence's details. Based upon the court documents, Mr. Gomez's pending charges are substantially related to the documents of the yard attendant position. The yard attendant must act with the utmost professionalism and integrity to perform the duties of the position, which include charging and processing payments for residential yard waste and keeping accurate records. Yard attendants work independently at drop-off centers and interact with many residents, sometimes intense or stressful situations that require de-escalation. This position may present an opportunity to reoffend. Accordingly, the pending charges are substantially related to the duties of the job, and I recommend that Mr. Gomez's appeal be denied. Again, should the court dismiss his charges or find him not guilty, Mr. Gomez can inform DER of the court's results, and his name would be added back to the eligible list. Ms. Porter is here, and she is the she should be here, and she is the HR administrator for the Department of Public Works Operations Division. She can provide additional information about the position, the duties, and the skills and the situations that would arise in the role that require strong and interpersonal and de-escalation skills. Myself, Ms. Porter, and Ms. Urban are available for additional questions if needed. Thank you.
Commissioners, do you have any questions for this witness?
No.
I'm familiar with the yard attendant position, and I actually use the self-help station over on Lincoln Avenue. I'm wondering, are the other commissioners feel comfortable or regarding the nature of the position, or would you like to hear from the DPW person who's available from the division?
I'm familiar with it.
Not as familiar with it. I'd like to hear more.
Okay, we will take you up on the offer of having the person from the operations division briefly discuss this position with the commission.
I will ask Liz, do you see Makisha Porter on the call? I don't see her here on the list.
I do not. Let me, I can contact her if you'd like.
That'd be wonderful. Thank you, Liz.
Then I think we'll, well, no, we better wait and see if we can get her. There.
She's on her way in the meeting.
Thank you.
Okay, Makisha is present in the meeting.
My apologies,
Yeah.
I'm in the field right now, forgive me.
Good afternoon, Ms. Porter.
Good afternoon, President Bach.
We were offered the opportunity to have somebody from the division comment briefly about this yard attendant position. And I suppose there's there's a yard attendant is it true there's a yard attendant at each of the 2 yards?
Yes, there's multiple yard attendants at each of the self-help yards. They provide, I would say so as unique situations arise with customers, the self-help yard attendants would be required to provide a high level of customer service and problem-solving skills from the moment the customer enters the yard. There is also a great importance around attention to detail and accurate record keeping, as it is imperative to this operation. The scenarios in the yard could become stressful, whether they are assessing loads and applicable charges, taking payments, and returning proper change, guiding customers to proper disposal areas, or de-escalating a situation they need to remain polite, composed, and diplomatic in every interaction. I could go over some other basic responsibilities if you'd like as well.
Well, commissioners, do you have any questions regarding this yard attendant position?
Ms. Porter, this is Janet. I was just
Good
wondering
afternoon,
if you could,
Commissioner Clary.
hi, I was wondering if you could comment on, or perhaps more properly to Ms. Urban, I'll let the two of you fight it out. The nexus between his charges that are pending and the job that he would hold should he be put on the eligible list and selected for the job. I can understand the customer service aspect. Is there, well, I'll just leave it open-ended. Can you just tell me what you see as the connection between the possible pending charges and the job he might have?
I'm not sure I know what the pending charges are. Do I know that?
I can speak to that, Commissioner Clary.
Okay, thank you.
I think this commission has seen at least one case regarding a self-help yard attendant and escalation of situations. These individuals are working independently, and there are sometimes disagreements relative to the costs of what people are bringing in, whether or not it can actually be disposed at the site. And those situations, surprisingly, can escalate fairly quickly. There's also the need to be very accurate in measuring, in assessing the loads, and in charging the customers, our residents, for what they're dropping off. And so based upon the escalation of the accusation that violence was escalated and utilized in these charges, as well as the accusation that allegedly Mr. Gomez falsified documentation. Those are two primary functions of this job, and that's what led to our concern relative to the charges.
Thank you. In my head, trying to see if that was one of the things. I appreciate your time. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Any other questions for staff or the department regarding this matter? If not, then we're going to also, as I said, we're going to hear now from Mr. Gomez regarding the fact that his application was rejected at this time based on the pending charges. Mr. Gomez, would you like to comment to the commission?
Yes, I would. Just on a couple of things. I think first and foremost, the Wisconsin Constitution, you're innocent till proven guilty, and I would like to be presumed as innocent till proven guilty going forward. And regarding your memorandum that you guys have, you guys made a lot of mistakes with the criminal complaint of what I did, and I was advised to not speak about the incident, but just to speak about how I acted within the Wisconsin state law and the principle of subject control manual and a POS manual. So I acted within the law, and everything I did was legal, and I walk around as an innocent man. And to compare the charges of how is it related to the yard attendant related to the charges, I think abuse of a resident in a penal facility, I think we can all agree that Milwaukee County Jail is a different environment compared to the junkyard. And when I was working at my job, I worked professional and I did my job, what I was supposed to do. And that's why I worked there for 3 years and no other, I haven't gotten in trouble for anything else for the 3 years I was working there with hostile inmates, people in need, and I was always a person to help them when they needed help. However, I am going through this incident in my life, and I'm trying to navigate through this, and I'm doing the best I could. And I simply was just doing my job, and that's what I'm good at, is doing my job and doing it with integrity and honor as well. So, and then the misconduct in office, again, I was just doing my job, and I just pointed out really funny that I can't have you guys deny me of this job because of misconduct in office, while our president Donald Trump is convicted of misconduct in office, and he is trusted to do his job and do my job as a yard attendant because I'm being alleged of committing these crimes, and which is not right. And that's why the Wisconsin Fair Act employment, they gives us an opportunity to fight this. And you guys highlighted this section where it says section 111-335, the act that allows employers to disqualify candidates based on their conviction record when a conviction is related. And yet I have not been convicted. So I would just like to put that out there. I haven't been convicted yet. And then the way that Wisconsin State puts everything down, that you guys can't discriminate against me unless I was convicted. And that's it.
Commissioners, do you have any questions for Mr. Gomez regarding this matter?
President Bach, may I offer one point of clarification
Uh,
when you're ready?
Ms. Urban, please comment.
I just would like to clarify that under the Wisconsin Fair Employment Act, the two things that we can consider are convictions and charges pending conviction. And as we mentioned, that should these charges be dropped, should Mr. Gomez be found innocent, then we would put his name back on the eligible list.
That's my understanding as well. That it's because they're pending charges that
Yes.
they're on the table, so to speak, at least temporarily,
Correct.
until it's adjudicated.
Yes.
All right, commissioners, if you have no further questions for either the department or staff on the one hand, or Mr. Gomez, then I think the matter's open. As I indicated at the outset, this is going to be an open discussion about the current issue. He has a timely appeal on the matter, but his case is pending in the court system. And I understand that Mr. Gomez does not see, he says county jail is very different than the junkyard. That's, in some respects, that's true, but it is a rather interesting place to go to, especially when it's busy and people come in with different kinds of loads and expectations on charges and whether or not they're allowed to dump at that site because it's limited to city people. And on occasion, I've noticed some agitation, especially at the front gate with a large crowd waiting behind. It is not necessarily a low-key pleasant place on some days. So I just point that out to my fellow commissioners for what it's worth.
But I'm
So
not
I
a
have
violent. You're assuming me to be a violent person. If that's the case, you got. And this memorandum that you guys sent me, the last line of it, it says the opportunity of a criminal behavior.
Mr. Gomez, I'm sorry, excuse me, sir. I'm gonna interrupt you. This is the opportunity for the commission to discuss your appeal. It's not the time for you to interrupt, so I would ask that you please, please refrain from making comments while the commission is considering your appeal.
Okay.
Now, I think the current status that the staff has taken to put Mr., this is my opinion on the case, put Mr. Gomez on hold pending the outcome of the case is correct. And I think either I would look to both him and the staff that they bring this back. That first of all, they communicate with each other on the outcome, whether it's favorable or unfavorable. And then the matter can be brought to us again by Mr. Gomez if the charges are either eliminated or reduced. And we could consider it at that time. But that's how I would suggest we handle it.
I think the department's position is reasonable to place the matter on hold until we have a legal determination.
I would agree. We've had cases like this in the past, and this is consistent with the way that these cases have been handled across departments.
So would the motion be to,
So I would move that we, reject the application. I'm not sure how to word this, but uphold what the Department of Employee Relations has decided at this time to reject the application until it's all been dealt with.
I would second that.
okay, so the motion in front of us is to support the current temporary rejection of the application based on the lack of a final decision, but that it is job related in the opinion of the commission. We accept that position.
Yes.
Then we'll have a vote on that. I'll poll the commissioners. Commissioner Miller,
Yes.
Commissioner Smith,
Yes.
Commissioner Cleary.
Yes,
The appeal is rejected at this point in time, subject to review upon final adjudication. Thank you.
President Bach, I did not hear
Yes.
the commissioner's voice who seconded that motion. Could you tell me that, please? Very good. Thank
Yeah.
you.
Commissioner Cleary seconded the motion. That concludes item 8. Could we announce the next item?
Thank you, Mr. Gomez. Agenda item number 9, file 241668, the separation appeal of Antoine Young, Business Systems Coordinator, City Attorney's Office.
Yeah.
Okay.
what's happening with your water?
Oh, no, I did everything you had to say. Thank you. Thank you. That is
Such a wonderful. And I think that it's now Barbie pink.
I love your phone.
You know, I wanted one from the 60s. My white jean jacket, and I ended up going crazy buying them. And so I thought, wear with this today. So thank you for.
I love it. I would like one like that. I've been looking.
Oh,
Where'd you find
I'll
it?
bring in a selection. And once I found them, because I put them any last year, of course, now they're
Now they're everywhere because now you're looking.
the selection mix.
I love it.
And you have three. There's nothing off the tape. I find it in stickers.
Oh, that's
I
awesome.
even have another.
Oh, no.
You need to.
Well, of course. That's fantastic.
Wow. Just
all the way to the top.
Well, congratulations.
Like I know how,
Oh, they're probably.
That's why you're, well, if you're gonna do something, just go right.
Yeah. Oh,
Right to the top of the list. Yeah. That's right. Well, go to your.
so old is your daughter that it's taken until now?
5.
Oh,
That's about to be 6. No, that was a fun one. I was like,
And these are the easy years.
yeah, I'm glad you got that for today. It's fantastic. But yeah. Oh, no, that was a fun day.
me, the worst aunt in the world was taking the niece down to Chicago on the train to go to tea.
Yes, oh, at the American Girl.
American Girl.
Yeah.
She hates dolls. And my nephew had to go with us and he was 8. And when the male waiter came over to the table and said, "I'm glad I'm not the only man in the room," he slid off of his seat under the table. He did not come out. Oh, I need to go.
See, I made her eat broccoli last night. So, yeah.
Nasty.
Just.
It might be.
Broccoli is salt.
Broccoli is salt, by the
All with the vegetables.
That's a thing. So today is the 20th.
This is it. Yeah.
That was very nice.
Yeah.
It was, and then I tried to make it fun colors, so it's like a little. Oh my God. And I was like, what word? What's that? No. They're gonna be sorry.
Yeah.
Sit there and eat it. And it was like steamed and not good when I was growing up, but sorry. Yeah.
We're now on item 9, the resumption of the separation hearing for Mr. Antoine Young. When we adjourned the hearing, we were hearing from witnesses called on behalf of the appellant. At that point, Attorney Hitchcock Cross indicated that he may call 3 additional witnesses. There was an objection by the department to one of those witnesses. I did indicate that tentatively we would hear from that witness, but it would have to be limited. And we would want to focus on the issue before us, which is the issue stated on the separation notice. Attorney Hitchcock Cross, can you tell us how many witnesses you will be calling today?
As far as I understand, just 2.
2. Okay. But this, and I'm assuming that Mr. Young himself would.
Yeah, I'll be clear. So it's Mr. Young and Ms. Sanders. who I've
Ms.
never met-
Sanders, all right.
Met before.
And Ms. Sanders is the person that was objected to, if I remember right.
Correct, and I believe you made the ruling that she would be here to testify, and she is
And
present to
she's here.
testify. Yes.
All right. Would you like to call her first?
Yes, please.
Please come forward.
Before we get in, President Bach, there's no microphone here. Should we?
No, this.
like I'm not individual. Okay, is that good? Okay.
First of all, we have all of the commissioners present. The commissioners are being advised by their attorney, Mr. McLean. We have both parties present with their attorneys. And I believe we have a court reporter with us today. Is that correct?
That is correct.
Thank you. We're going to call the first witness. Our practice is to swear the witness in at the time they testify. And so we'll ask the witness to state her name and title for the record, and then you can swear her in. Please begin.
My name is Naomi E. Sanders, and I'm Deputy City Attorney.
Great. Ms. Sanders, can you hear me?
Just to swear me in first.
Can you please call her in, swear her in?
Yes, can I have you raise your right hand, please? Do you swear the testimony you're about to give here today is the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I do.
Thank you.
Do you know Antoine Young?
Yes, I do.
Okay. Have you ever worked with him?
Yes, I have.
When was that?
From July of 2024 until he no longer worked for the city.
And so, do I understand it that you did not work with him under Chairman Spencer? Is that
Correct.
Okay. And when you started working with Mr. Young, were you a chief at that time or something else?
I began back at the city attorney's office in July as the deputy city attorney.
Okay. Did you ever learn that Mr. Young had well, let's actually back up. Do you know what CJIS is?
Yes, I do.
What is that?
It's the clearance that one has to pass in order to have access to Milwaukee Police Department buildings and or databases.
Okay, how did you learn that?
I worked for the Fire and Police Commission for 3 years.
Okay. And at that time, did you have that clearance?
Yes, I did.
Do you have that clearance now?
Yes, I do.
Okay. Now,
Well, I'm sorry. Actually, I had clearance to the databases and buildings, including multiple floors of different districts when I was with the FPC. I no longer have that access. I have access to, I believe, the PAB building, the garage, and in order to get into our second floor office.
okay, so you don't have access to the database anymore, is that fair?
No,
Okay, and when did that happen?
I mean, I don't need access to the databases anymore. So I think when I moved back over to the office, I told them that I no longer needed access to those.
Okay, did you lose your credentials at that time?
I mean, I have no idea what MPD did. I just told inspector, he was an inspector at the same, or not, maybe he was an AC. I told Assistant Chief Sarnell that I no longer needed the access to the databases because I was no longer with the FPC.
And this is like in 2024?
Correct.
Got it. Okay. So right now today, if you need IT service through the city attorney's office, who do you go to?
Our current IAT person in Nineveh, Canada.
Okay. What's that person's name again?
I think it's in Nineveh. Her last name is Canada.
Okay, like the country?
Correct.
Great.
Could I have you give the spelling of that proper name first and last?
I don't exactly know the first name
Okay.
spelling. I can probably find it.
And I have
I know.
Canada, that's okay. You can continue.
Okay. I can
Thank
find the
you.
spelling for you.
Thank you.
You know if she is the primary person in that position or she's temporary?
She is, well, we only have one spot and the person who held the spot is deployed. And so we have a temporary person. Oh, okay. Madam Court Reporter, I do have the spelling of the first name.
Okay.
It's E as in Elizabeth, N-I-N-E, V as in Victor, A.
Thank you very much.
And do you know if that person has CGIS clearance?
I have no idea.
Okay.
It's not part of my job to know anything about her and her clearance.
Has she ever had access to your computer?
I don't know that I've ever given her my computer for fixing.
Huh. Are you aware of whether or not there was an issue with Mr. Young having CGIS clearance?
I am generally aware of it, but I was not involved in the discussions or in the clearance process.
Great. How are you generally aware of it?
From management meetings, it would be an agenda item.
And you were at these meetings?
I actually generally, well, I was at the meetings, but I didn't take part in the discussions of Mr. Young.
Okay, how did you separate yourself in those during those meetings?
Sometimes I would leave.
Okay.
Sometimes they would begin the discussions without me.
But you knew the discussions were going on?
Yes.
Is there a reason that you weren't a part of those meetings?
I knew that a complaint had been made against me to the Department of Employee Relations, and I didn't want to make it seem like I was having anything to do with the decision-making process.
Great. Did you make that decision?
I think we all made that decision.
Okay, and when you say we all, who are you talking about?
I would say it would be the city attorney and myself. Maybe Ms. Channing, but I don't think that she was involved in the discussion.
So when you're saying we all, you meant two people?
Yes.
Okay. How did you learn that there was a complaint made against you by Mr. Young?
The city attorney told me.
What did he tell you was a complaint made against him?
He said that Antoine had gone to Mr. Donahue's office and made a complaint about the incident that we had over the visitors' chairs.
Got it. Now, during those meetings, did you ever learn whether or not Mr. Young had a conviction record of any kind?
It was not in those meetings that I learned that.
Oh, okay. Where did you learn that?
At some point in time, after I left the city attorney's office and was with the FBC, I heard it, but I couldn't tell you from whom or when.
Okay, so let me understand. You're not working at the city attorney's office?
Yes.
Okay, what did you hear while you weren't working at the city attorney's office about Mr. Young?
I'm going to object to Anson answer. She indicated she didn't recall how she learned.
That's correct. She has answered that. She doesn't recollect the source of that information.
Okay, I don't think I asked her what the source was. I thought I asked you what she had learned.
I don't recall, like the general knowledge of the fact that he had been convicted of a crime. I don't recall exactly what I learned.
Okay, so you were clear enough that you understood that he was convicted of a crime?
Yes.
Okay, was it more than one crime or just one?
I have no idea.
Okay. About when did this happen?
Again, I'm going to object. Asked and answered.
Again, I don't know. I already said.
Okay, and so, well, you do know somewhat, right? Because you know that it happened while you weren't at the city attorney's office, true?
Sure.
Okay. So, and that, when did you leave the city attorney's office?
April 30th, 2021.
Okay, so you do know that it's between that date and the date that you returned to the city attorney's office, true?
True.
Okay. And it's also true that you know you had this communication, but you don't know, you have no idea who was from, true?
Again, I'm going to object. That's mischaracterizing the testimony.
Well, she can answer the question.
I didn't say I had a communication. I said I was in possession of the information.
How did you get in possession of this information?
I'm going to object to asked and answered.
You have to limit, I mean, I understand you want one more time she'll answer, but
Okay, and
we're repeating. I could tell, just like previous hearing, we keep repeating the questions. So
okay.
one more
So,
time.
and let me, I don't want to ask it again one more time. I want to be clear on why I think that there's a distinction here. So I thought I asked you if there was a communication. You said that it wasn't a communication, but that you don't recall how you came in possession of the information. Did I understand that right?
Honestly, I'm a little bit confused as to what even was said and what you're asking. I don't, like, there's been a lot of the same questions over and over, so I don't, I'm, like, if you want to just ask me your question over, then I will tell you what the answer is.
Well, my question right now is, did I get that right?
And I don't know.
Okay, so are we clear? Did you came into possession of this information? Is that part we're clear about?
Correct.
Okay, and the information that we're talking about is Mr. Young's conviction, that he was convicted of a crime.
Correct.
Okay, but you aren't sure if whether or not you came into possession of that information through some sort of communication?
I'm sorry. No, I'm not sure of how I came into came into possession of that.
Okay, do you believe that you learned it independently?
I'm confused as to what you're saying. I'm sorry, I just need to make the phone be quiet. I apologize.
Okay, let me know when I have your complete
Yep.
attention. I do?
Mhm.
Great. Okay, so what I'm trying to understand is how you came by this information. And if you learned of it from your own, that's one method. If you got it from somebody else, that's another method. So if you're saying you didn't understand how it was communicated to you, then now I'm asking you, did you learn it on your own?
And I'm telling you, no, I learned it from someone, but I don't remember who or when or how. And that is my answer to you. And I don't know how
Great.
much more clearly I can say that.
Okay, and do you believe the person that you learned it from was in the city attorney's office?
Yeah, I don't remember who it is, so I can't tell you where they would be employed.
Okay, what did you do with the information once you learned it?
Absolutely nothing.
Okay. Did you communicate it to anybody else?
No, it wasn't my business. I didn't care, honestly, at the time what was going on at the city attorney's office. I had a department to run.
Okay, so you don't recall if you responded to that communication?
I don't.
Okay. So it's fair to say that when you started at the city attorney's office back again in July of 2024, you were aware of Mr. Young's conviction record, fair?
Fair.
Okay.
Well, I guess I would say I was aware that he had been convicted. I don't know that I was aware of what he was convicted. So I think saying aware of his conviction record implies that I would know the crimes to which he was of which he was convicted, and I don't. I still
Okay.
don't to this day.
And to be clear, you don't know what who communicated to you. You don't know how it was communicated to you, but you're clear that you don't know if it was a record, but you were kind of sure that he was convicted of some crime. Is that right?
And again, object to asked and answered.
That has been asked and answered.
What? Okay, do I have that right?
Can we please move on?
Okay. So at some point, you walked into Mr. Young's office. Sorry, there was an altercation between you and Mr. Young about a chair, right?
There was an incident in which I raised my voice at Antoine over me taking some chairs from an office that was vacant.
Oh, okay. And did you swear at that time?
I did.
Okay. And at that time, you also knew that Mr. Young had been convicted of a crime, right?
I mean,
I'm going to object to asked and answered.
Well, this occurred after in 2024, the incident.
Right.
And so she's testified that she knew that already.
Well, she might have forgotten, for example.
I didn't think of Mr. Young's conviction history after it, so that was not a thought in my head at the time that I was taking chairs from my office.
Got it. Okay. And what was going through your head when you were taking chairs in the office?
That I had no chairs for people to sit across my desk and talk to me, and there were perfectly good ones in an empty office.
Okay.
That I had told the city attorney that I was going to take, and had told other people in the office that I was going to take.
Great. Are there any other city attorneys that you can identify that you've sworn at that you didn't have knowledge of them being convicted of a crime?
I swear.
I'm going to object.
This is too far afield. We're here because he was separated by the department for not having the access approved access to the data files, and that's what the case is about. I realized there wasn't some kind of incident between the two people, but it's at very best, it's extremely peripheral to the case in front of us. That's the problem. It's and I said we would get into it, or allow you to get into it with the witness, because she was a ranking person in the department. But we have to focus on what the case is about.
Okay,
He was not, there's,
I'll ask you another question.
thank you.
What did Mr. Gorky tell you was the reason why he didn't want you involved in the meetings about Mr. Young?
I'm gonna object. That's not the testimony previously given. They didn't tell me they didn't want me to be involved. We decided that that the optics of it would be best if I was not involved, because there had been a complaint made against me. And so I said, I agree with that. In fact, I don't need to be involved because it's not anything that my section or the people under my supervision are involved with. And so I was perfectly happy to step away.
It was the other deputy that is in charge of the IT, not this deputy.
Okay, and normally, can you tell us of another example between July 24th and today where you and the city attorney have decided because of the optics of the situation that you shouldn't be involved in management meetings?
Objective relevance.
Yeah, that's not relevant. We're gonna focus on the separation that's in front of the commission.
Okay, no more questions.
Sadly, do you have questions for this witness?
I want to just clarify the timeline briefly. When were these management meetings that you stepped away from regarding Mr. Young's employment? Do you recall? Like fallish time? Prior to July 2024? Prior to?
Yeah.
No, okay. Thank you.
Yeah. Commissioners, do you have any questions of this witness? No. Okay. Then this witness is excused.
Thank you.